guys, it's Mindy. Thank you for watching our first podcast. We're so excited for you guys to see what we've created. So, since this is our first podcast, we are learning, we're making mistakes, and that being said, the audio in this is not great. There were some microphone issues, and we're too lazy to re-record it. So, it sounds better if you don't listen with headphones. So you could do that, or you could just deal with it. I don't know. Sorry about that. It'll be better next week. Okay, bye.
We be thinking thoughts.
Cheers. Cheers. Hi guys, and welcome to our first episode of our podcast. We Thinking Thoughts.
But spelled T-H-O-T.
Yes. So first we're just gonna do a little introduction.
Yes.
Karina.
Okay, I can go first. So hi, my name is Karina. What did we say we were gonna talk about? Oh, my star sign is a Virgo, and my moon is in Taurus, and my rising is in Leo. As you can tell. Mm-hmm. My fit check today. This shirt is from Becca,
Woohoo!
my friend. This shorts are from Abercrombie.
American Eagle.
American Eagle. Yes, I've had these for like 4 years. Your turn, Mindy.
Okay. Hi, I'm Mindy. I am a Cancer.
Mm-hmm.
I have a moon in Pisces, and I'm also a Leo rising.
Mm-hmm.
Hence why we're doing this.
Like attention?
Anyways, this is my paycheck.
Figured.
This is from ASOS.
Beautiful.
These are from Urban.
Love.
And this necklace is from some random shop I found online.
Love that. Those are the best ones. Truly. So why did we want to start this podcast, Mindy?
Well, I have wanted to start a podcast for years. If all my friends watching this, you know that I have had a YouTube channel for a long time, since middle school.
What was the name of it?
Miss Things That Happen was my first one, and then I was doing a lot of music videos, doing One Direction songs. That was my shit. And then I had another channel called Two Girls One YouTube with my best friend. I was also in middle school, and then we did kind of like vlogs and stuff. And I really thought I was gonna be a famous YouTuber when I was 14. And you know, I could easily be, but I kind of stopped that because they were kind of cringe.
I love them.
But
insert right here.
but I just wanted to start those because I just feel like, especially with Karina, because we have been living together for about a month now.
Yeah.
Like, we see each other
Every single day.
We spend like almost every waking moment
Yeah.
together, and we talk about everything
and anything.
Everything.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I feel like it'd be so fun to just share to the world, but also to our future selves, what is on our minds these days. So, yeah.
Okay, Mindy. So, checking in. How are you today?
Today I am feeling wonderful.
Good.
I woke up in a very good mood.
I thought you didn't wake up in a good mood.
I went to bed in a bad mood.
Oh, okay. I see.
This happens to me a lot where I go to sleep in a bad mood and I'm feeling down, and then the next morning I just feel re-energized.
Period. Sometimes that sleep is...
Yeah, it's just what I need. I was really tired. I was just like, last night I was missing my friend. I was kind of like, I feel like I'm doing the same thing every day. And like, but then I woke up and I was like, I want to start the podcast today.
Period.
And I made good lunch.
Yeah. Oh my god, Mindy made this calamari. So good.
So good. I love cooking,
Yes,
listening to podcasts, music. Like, yeah, great day. How are you doing today, Karina?
I'm good. I woke up and I told you I had a bad dream. But then I went to the gym and I hit some PRs. So I'm like, woo! I don't like arm day. I just think it's boring and it hurts my body. But tomorrow is day 5 of my program, and I like day 5. It's the one with like my hip thrust, my good mornings. Bitch, I'm but other than that, I'm pretty good. We are going to help my auntie later help like set up her show
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
Literally.
That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear.
So how have you been since you left college, Mindy? We're jumping right in.
Yeah, that's a big question.
Literally, for people who don't know us, I don't know why you'd be watching this, but we just graduated from college like in May.
Woo-hoo.
And we're kind of living our life, figuring it the fuck out. Very confused 90% of the time.
Yeah.
But like we're smart so we can do it.
Yeah.
But how have you felt since we graduated?
I have felt a range of emotions and feelings.
Mm-hmm.
It's been, so it's September now, so it's been like 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 4 months. Yeah, so I guess I've honestly been chilling.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like this is the only word I can use to describe, because like I worked for 2 weeks. In the last 4 months, which I know sounds terrible, but I just needed time to just take a break and
not
like
do anything.
not do anything. I've been working like nonstop since I was like 15. Like I've had a job like at all points, so it's kind of like I need to relax. How have you been?
I've been good. I think life has been crazy recently. Like this is the first time I've ever moved out of LA.
Yeah.
And like now that I'm in a new city with like some of my family live here and some of my friends, but it's a different vibe than in college. Like we knew everybody in college.
Yeah.
We would talk and talk and talk and talk.
Yep.
Even though we'd be like, I don't know anybody on this campus. That's not true. If you saw us, we'd be like, hey, how are you? I think post college life, I've just been trying to have a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
And like embrace not doing anything. Like during June and July, I worked like every single day, 9 to 8, 7, 5. I don't even know. I worked a long time. And now that we're like kind of chilling and not doing anything, I'm learning how to just like exist and not have a purpose or an intention or meaning, and like be okay with that.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I agreed with like everything you were saying.
Yeah.
Like we just both moved here. Like you moved here 2 months
2 months ago, yeah.
I moved here a month ago, and this is my first time like being in an environment where it's like not just school. Like I feel like most of my friends I've made most of my life have been from like college or high school. Like I didn't do too many extracurriculars outside of that, so it's kind of like weird being in this place right now. Not weird in a bad way necessarily. It's just like
It's an adjustment.
it's just a change,
Yeah.
and I like it so far. It's like it's a little hard right now too, as I was telling you earlier.
Yeah.
Like I literally like don't know anyone here. Like I've been on a few like Bumble BFF dates, Tinder dates.
That's another thing.
That's another story.
Tinder gets us in trouble.
Okay, Carina. How do you check in with your family and friends from back home?
Yes. So before I would kind of just text or I would Snapchat or like send memes or whatever.
Yeah.
And I've been making more of an effort to like FaceTime people and call.
Yeah.
How do you check in with your friends?
I feel like I'm like the opposite of you. I do not FaceTime or call like at all. I FaceTime my family once a week. I make that effort. I'm a big texter. I love to text. I just be like beep beep boop boop. I'll just text like if I see a picture that reminds me of my friend, I'll text it to them. I'll just sometimes just be like, oh, how are your classes? Like, how's work? You know, just like basic questions like that I think are very important, and then it starts a conversation. Yeah, as you were saying, it's hard with like a time zone difference, but we're making it work.
How do you like do your mental health check-ins? Like, do you journal? Do you go on runs? Do you like what do you do to like be like, am I okay? And what do you do if you're not? Or what do you do if you are okay?
Great question.
Thank you. I'm trying to be a therapist. Can you help out?
I am a big journaler. I journal. It varies, but I journal like I try to journal like at least like 3 times a week.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. I just at the end of the night, like right before I go to sleep, or sometimes right when I wake up in the morning, I just like get my glittery pad, and I have my little journal, and I'm just like writing about how I feel and kind of just like affirmations, like everything is working out how it's supposed to, and I remind myself that a lot, just because like sometimes it's easy to forget that, and you like something bad might happen, and you're like, oh, like why did that happen, or what if I did this instead of this, or should I should have, would have, could have,
would have, could have, bad.
No.
Shaming
bad,
words.
bad,
We don't
yeah.
use those in our household.
No. I avoid those.
Yeah.
Just because, like, your life is.
Your life is.
Your life is.
Exactly, your life is.
Like, it's whatever is happening is happening. Most things happen for a reason. I also have an app. This is not an ad, obviously. But
hey, sponsor us.
Hey, I have this app called Stoic, and it's kind of like this journaling app. It has prompts. A meditation app, like
cute,
like self-help. Yeah. So I like there are journal entries that they're prompts, but they're also like you could just write whatever, and then it's like it asks you like when you open the app, like how are you feeling, and then it has like a smiley face or like a sad face, and then like they're like, oh, why? What are you focusing on today? Like things like you know, you know the vibe.
But I talk to process, and I also really like using weightlifting and exercise to do it, because in those spaces, like I'm only thinking about like lifting the weight or running. I hate cardio, but it helps. And also just like going outside, I think plays a really big part in like my mental health journey. I need to like be outside, the wind, the earth. Like I'm a Virgo. I have hella earth signs in my chart. So just like reconnecting with nature is really important to me.
Going on walks.
I love walks. In LA, I took like 6 hot girls walks. Hot girl walks a day. How do you do body check-ins? Do you ever do body check-ins of like how you're physically feeling instead of mentally?
Do not really know. I've never even thought of that. Wait, what do you mean? Like, give an example.
So like when I work out, I like am checking with my body a lot, because it's like the mind muscle connection. So like if I'm hurting, I have decided, because of past experiences, not to keep pushing. And just like checking in with how your fingers feel that day, or how your toes, and like it's just helped me be more connected to my body. And like I have hella tattoos. So just like that kind of thing too, like taking care of my skin, taking care of my like outer body, and then also taking care of my inner. So deep.
so deep.
Okay, now I have a question about checking into like hotels, bars, airplanes, like check bags, checking in like on vacations. Do you have any stories about that? Because I do.
Oh, I have some stories. Okay, let's start off with airplanes.
Okay. I've definitely almost missed hella flights.
Yeah.
Or like had bags that are super overweight.
Yeah.
One time I was going to Hawaii with my family, and my parents were just late. They were late, and there was nothing that I could do about it, and I was like, what, 16? So I was pissed off, because I'm an angry 16-year-old. And I am sprinting to this gate, bro, and I think my mom fell, and I was like, are you serious right now? And like we were the last people on the plane. It was so embarrassing. I was so mad. But thinking back at it now, I'm like, girl, why was the rest? Chill the fuck out. If you miss a flight,
Did you miss it?
No.
Oh,
I've never missed a flight.
I have been to have I? I don't think so.
That's not true. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I was supposed to go. I had a flight to New York, and I thought that the flight was like the next day.
Oh my god.
So it was like at 12:59 a.m. So I was like, oh, I got this. Like I'm leaving on Tuesday. No, I woke up and they were like, your flight has boarded. And
Oh
I
my
was
god.
like, that.
How old are you? Was this recently? Was this like?
This was the last time. This was in August. It's September.
It was right before winter break of senior year, like last year.
Okay.
Me, Jack, and Gwen were visiting Madeline in New York from LA. So our flight was supposed to be out of Burbank, which is what, 20 minutes away from Oxy?
30 max. Yeah.
30 max, yeah. About, I want to say like 2 hours before our flight, we got an email saying our flight was moved to LAX. Which is like, during like rush hour 2.
It's like an hour.
Yeah, hour and a half, hour. We were like, holy fuck. Yeah. Like, we need to leave like now.
Yeah.
And like, our ride, it was James, I think, and Anne. They were like at the NP, like getting pasta for us because we wanted food, and we were like, you have to come home right now.
Yeah.
Like, we're so stressed. And like, we go into his car. James is driving us. Mind you, James also has his comps in like 2 hours, so I don't know why he was driving us. Shout out James, love that man.
My gosh.
Yeah, so we were like scarfing down our pasta, like so stressed, and then we kept on getting texts being like, oh, it's pushed back, oh, it's delayed, but then, oh, like it's actually in an hour. And we're like, okay, like if we wait in this line, we're gonna be like actually late. So we like get out of the car and like with our luggage just start running down to get to our terminal, and we had just eaten our pasta, so we're like, we feel like we're gonna throw up.
Yeah.
Like, it is not
empty
pleasant.
pasta and running after.
Not good. So we get there, and then the people there are like, oh, don't worry about it, you won't miss your flight. I'm so stressed. I get stressed very easily, and like you can visibly see that I'm so stressed. And they're like reassuring me, and I'm like, no, like it's supposed to leave soon. And then we get to our terminal, and they were like, it's delayed. So like we didn't have to rush. Like they just like didn't warn us or anything, and they gave us a $25 credit to say sorry. $25. We hate JetBlue. She hates JetBlue. I hate JetBlue.
Do you have any like hotel checking stories?
Hotel? Do you want? I just.
Yeah, that's okay. Honestly, it's really short. Like I've gone to Vegas a couple times. I started going when I was 17, 18.
That you're gonna say 7.
No.
I was like, holy shit.
No. 17, 18.
Yeah.
Definitely was not legal, but I was definitely drinking as well because it's Vegas.
Yeah, you got it.
So we like drive to Vegas from LA, get there in like 4 hours, and our hotel is not ready yet, so we go by the pool. And before we go to by the pool, we're just kind of sitting. I think it was like a weekend of a fight, like with Mayweather and Conor McGregor. So everybody was in Vegas. And I just remember being like 17 or 18 years old and being like, where the fuck am I? I think it was like my second time in Vegas. And I was with some of my friends, and I don't even remember. I think we tried to get an upgrade, couldn't get it. Tried to get drinks for us, couldn't get it. We're fucking 17 years old. So my friend's mom got us drinks. God bless Susie. Love you, Chags. Love you, Chags. Hey, bestie.
Yeah.
Okay,
so this was when my family was coming into town for graduation. So this past May.
Okay.
My dad booked this Airbnb that said it was in downtown Glendale, but on the pictures, it was clearly like downtown LA.
Okay.
So I was like, sus.
Yeah.
But he booked it for some reason.
Okay.
The reviews were like good.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
So my mom, Trudy, and Josh came in first. My dad wasn't there yet.
Okay.
And then Trudy texted the Airbnb host being like, oh, like, can we get information about check-in? It's a day we're supposed to check in, and they haven't said anything yet. So we're like,
weird.
okay.
Sus. Yeah.
And then the person was like, oh, like, can you meet this woman at like the parking lot of either Burger King or like a grocery store
Fucking sex
to
trafficking.
get a key, right?
Yes.
And we were like, but let me know like when you're an hour and a half away. And then we were like, okay, that is weird, but like, what are we supposed to do? I don't know.
Cancel.
It's too late. It's too late for that. So she texts this woman, and then we have to meet at this parking lot in downtown LA. So my mom drives us to this parking, or Josh, Josh drives us to this parking lot, and then we're sitting in this car, and then she gets a text from the lady being like, oh, I'm in a red Tesla, can you come meet me? And then I was like, this is so scary. But was like, I don't know what else to do.
Did you meet these people?
I didn't. Trudy and Josh did. They get out of the car and go over to the red Tesla, and I'm just sitting in the car with my mom. I'm like, this is not real. Like, this cannot be happening. Like, and then my sister they come back. They're safe. They come back. And they're like, yeah, she said to follow. She said to follow her to the hotel. And I'm like, and we follow this car into this apartment in downtown LA, which is like only like 2 minutes away from the grocery store. And they give us the key, and then we go in the elevator, and in the elevator there's a sign that says, do not Airbnb this apartment. If you're in an Airbnb right now, please contact us. Like, you know, like, we were in an illegal Airbnb. We out here.
We out here. We be thinking thoughts.
We be thinking thoughts. Okay, just to let you guys know, our minds scrambled. Like,
Scrambled.
thinking about so many things all at once. And not linear at all. So, like, in this podcast, we're going to be talking about so many different things at so many different times.
It's all connected.
Yeah.
But not really.
Yeah. So,
that's what my therapist says to me.
A few years ago, I said this phrase, thinking thoughts.
Period.
Because I was just thinking thoughts.
Period. And all the time we say, we just be talking. And so we kind of just
combined it.
Yep. We be vibing, we be talking, we be thinking thoughts. So, yeah, that's basically it. Super casual. This podcast is literally just going to be us chatting and checking in with one another.
Yeah.
And we will probably have guests on this podcast because why not? It's our podcast.
Literally.
We're going to say whatever we want.
Mm-hmm.
If you get offended, don't watch. That's basically all I have to say. Get this video to 1 like. 1 view.
Don't forget to like, subscribe.